What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So this video is for eBay beginners looking to learn how to pack and ship items that they sold on eBay. I'm not going to discuss any type of pricing, what I paid, what it sold for. It's simply about the item that it is, what type of bag, box, envelope that I used, first class, priority, whatever be the case, and how much it costs to ship that item, by how much it weighs, or the type of packaging you went in from where I live to the destination that it's going to. So if you're a new eBayer looking to learn about packing and shipping, this is a good learning tool. If you're experienced, maybe not so much, but at least you'll see what type of items I've been selling. Otherwise, go check out one of my other videos. So thanks for watching, and let's get started.
Okay, first item is a Game Boy Advance. It's just a little carry case. Cannot be damaged. Very lightweight, so it is first class. Does not need to be boxed. For this, I am going to just put it into a little eBay padded envelope, and it will be first class rate. First class, remember, if you're printing at home, 16 ounces and under, technically 15.9 and under. So this would be, according to my scale, 4.8 ounces. So you mark it at 5. You always round up. First class, 5 ounces. Now you don't need a bubble envelope for this. I'm just using it for size. I could actually use for that same item just a vinyl small mailer. Same basically weight, and again, doesn't need protection. It's not damageable. Alright, next item. Again, this is going to be a first class package. These are just 4 brass coasters. And before, if you're not sure of whether it's going to be priority or first class, over or under a pound, put your item on your scale. Comes in at 8.9, so it'd be 9 ounces. Could be possibly 10 once it's packed up. Something like that. Again, I would just put it in a bubble envelope. And I am going to wrap them in bubble wrap. Not that they could get damaged because they're brass, but just so they don't cling around. I will put one, put some bubble, put another, put some bubble, and so forth. Like that. Fold it back. Boom. Tape it over into a padded envelope. And as a beginner, one thing to do, always pay attention to your cost. So if you're doing it calculated and you're allowing eBay to charge the buyer based on their zip code compared to yours, eventually you want to do flat rate shipping where you are setting your shipping charge per each listing. The only way to learn that is to kind of know what certain weights are going to cost to go to certain areas. Now, you don't know where someone, the buyer, is going to be at, but you can guesstimate. Now, this is 10 ounces. My packages go out of Miami. This is going to Kentucky, and it costs $4.50 for the label. And what will happen by you learning prices, then you can start setting your prices. You could say all t-shirts and dress shirts, $5, first class. Shoes, I'll charge $10, priority. Jeans, I'll charge $9, priority. Smaller, lightweight hard goods, you might charge $4 or $5. And you'll learn different price ranges based on what items, the size and weight that they are. Okay, so I sold a pair of Oakley eyeglass frames. And what I do is I always pick up hard cases at the bins. Basically cost nothing for the purpose of shipping glasses. Put it in the case. Now it's protected. Then I'm just going to roll it in a little piece of bubble wrap, just for a little bit extra. Once I have it wrapped up, it's a little bit extra protection. I'm just going to put it into this 6x9 eBay bubble envelope. Now I also could go with the bigger envelope, put it in sideways, and then when I seal the envelope, fold it over, to get a little bit extra. But it's in the case, it's not going to get damaged, so I will go in this. Alright, so this weighs 4.8 ounces. You round up 5 ounces. And this is actually an international sale going to England, but it is going through the global shipping program. So technically, you're only shipping on the global shipping program to the warehouse in Kentucky. So Miami to Kentucky, 5 ounces, $3.87. Alright, the next item I got going out is this freeze out. It's like a thermal under like a motorcycle shirt, long sleeve. Comes in this little carrying case. It's going to be close to a pound. so I don't know how I'm going to ship it yet. So when you have that situation, put your item on your scale. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera. 14.2 ounces. That means I can get it into a vinyl poly mailer and still be under 1 pound, and it'll go first class. Okay, so usually for like shirts and stuff, I use this poly bag. This is a 9 by 12. It's going to be too small for this situation, so the other size that I carry is the 12 wide by 15. This is good for larger items, such as this, like, you know, bigger shirts or whatnot. That'll fit in there perfectly, and it's still going to be first class weight. All right, packaged up, this weighs 14.8, 14.9 ounces. So mark it 15 ounces. This is going to Kentucky, not the global shipping program, just coincidentally somewhere in Kentucky. Cost $5.78, Miami to Kentucky. First class weight, because it's still under 1 pound. With first class to priority, first class you can go up to 15.9 ounces and still be first class. That's if you're printing your label at home. If you bring your items to the post office, which I do not suggest you do because you're going to pay more, their limit is 13 ounces. Okay, next item up, another first class item, hat. All hats should go in a box. Some people will ship them in poly bags. They get crushed. Some hats it won't matter. Some it'll ruin. Always put them in a box. I used eBay 8x6x4 boxes. Some people prefer the next one up, which is 10x6x4. But for me, these fit perfectly. The way I do it, I go like that. I take the hat and I put it in a down angle like that, with the brim at the corner, and they fit perfectly that way. Of course, I don't just put them in like that. I always put all my hats into a clear poly for protection against the moisture first. Pretty much everything I sell goes into a bag and then into the box. All right, hat's in the bag. Hat goes in the box. Angle like that upwards. It'll close up perfect. And then it's nicely protected. Most hats are going to be in the box, 8x6x4, 7 to 8 ounces. This one is going to weigh in at 6.7, so it's round up 7 ounces. Still first class. Don't think that just because something's in a box that becomes priority or whatever be the case. 15.9 and under, first class, box, envelope, whatever you want to use. As I mentioned with the cost, I am in Miami. This is going to North Florida, 7 ounces, $3.79. All right, this item going out is a pair of Merrell, kind of like running water type shoes. Very lightweight. Let's put them on a scale. 11.5, so that's 12 ounces right there. It's going to be first class. I like to put shoes into a poly bag, and then I have options since it's first class. I could put them into something like just a poly bag. I'll use the bigger one, of course, but one of these. But I think for these, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put them into this bubble eBay mailer. These are the 15 by 11, I believe. And they'll still be first class weight. And they're not going to get damaged because they're sneakers. All right, so these weigh 13 ounces. Going to Vermont from Miami, which is basically end to end of the East Coast. Costs $5.96. First class package. Okay, we have a few priority. I have pants. 3 different style and sizes. There's options. You can get some pants and jeans into a flat rate envelope. They're clearly marked. There's these, they're cardboard, and there's also the same one that's called a legal envelope. It's a little longer. You can get pants in this. This is $7.52 if you're top rated seller. A lot of people use padded flat rate envelope. It's almost the same size and it's padded. This is $8.20. A lot of people use this for jeans. Now with pants, the best way to fold them long ways. You're always going to have this point of the crotch sticking out. You want to tuck that under so it makes it straight, and then you do one fold and then the second fold. and it makes it nice, slim, so that it can fit inside whichever envelope you choose. Now these J. Crew seersucker pants are very lightweight, just like cotton. It's not like jeans. So this feels like it's going to be under a pound. Put on the scale, 13 ounces. So that means it is first class weight. I do not need to use one of the padded flat rate or the regular flat rate envelope. I can use a vinyl mailer. Now I carry two sizes, 12 by 9 and 15 by 11. These will fit right into the nice small 12 by 9. These are usually the perfect size for like most shirts. So two sizes, 12, 9, 15, 11. This will go in here and first class rate. Okay, these are shipping at 14 ounces, which is the top scale in first class. First class goes in groups of 4. 1 ounce, 2 ounce, 3 ounce, 4 ounce is one rate. 5, 6, 7, 8 is the next rate. 9, 10, 11, 12 is the next rate. And then 13, 14, 15, 15.9 is the next. 14 ounces from Miami to Ohio, $5.72 for the label. All right, now I have a pair of jeans. Put them in my plastic bag, and I'm going to put them into the cardboard flat rate envelope. Save 60 cents compared to the padded flat rate. Now, not all jeans will fit into these. These do not stretch because they're cardboard. This will stretch and give you a little bit more room. So try it. If it doesn't work, then you go padded flat rate. All right, so I got a pair of shoes going out. Just a big clunky New Balance. These are like walking shoes. These are going to go into a box. Now you can ship shoes in a flat rate envelope. I do many. Depends what type. If it's a nice leather, you know, expensive, obviously you want to box them. But if you have sandals, smaller shoes, women's sneakers, men's usually like a size 9 and below will fit in these. I've never had a problem, never got damaged, and that will save you money. But for something big like this, we're going to go into a United States USPS. It's called a shoebox, and this is good for shoes. So this is what we're going to use. And this is dimensional, which means it's not a flat rate. It goes by the size of the box, which I enter 15.75, and it goes by weight. And I like to put all my shoes into a plastic clear poly bag. A lot of my items actually, you know, it's like a few extra cents per sale that it's going to cost me. But that's something that's boxed. If it gets left out in the rain by the mailman, I look at it as an insurance. You know, for the little extra cost, the item's not going to get ruined if it gets wet. But you see these fit perfectly in there. Box it up, I'll put it on my scale, and I'll enter dimension 15.75 and the weight, and that'll give me the price of my label. All right, these weigh 2 pounds 8 ounces, which is heavy for shoes, but these, like I said, these are big size, heavy walking shoes. 2 pounds 8 ounces from Miami to Pennsylvania costs $9.64 to ship.
All right, and that's going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.